Hi, this is James.
And this is Tina.
Welcome to
Whatever Topics.
where we'll be talking about.
Anything, whatever pops into our head's gonna pop out of our mouth.
Hope you enjoy the show. Hey, Tina.
Hello.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Whatever Topics. We're on episode 7 today.
Lucky 7.
Yeah. You got anything to start with, or?
I can start with the joke of the week.
I'd rather leave that to the end because that way people have to wait for it.
I guess that'll work because that's a good one.
And you never know. Joke of the week sometime might be no joke.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
No, I'm always going to find one joke.
Oh, okay. So there's always going to be a joke of the week at the end of the show.
Yeah, there's always going to be at least one.
Okay. Well, we get started here. First thing I wanted to bring up was a new group page that I started.
Another one?
Yeah, well, you know, the more you have, the more friends you find, I guess. I don't know.
Okay.
This one's a little more exciting.
Okay.
Yeah, this one's about food.
Anything about food excites you?
Well, it does other people. Everybody has to eat.
Well, that's true, but I don't get that excited over food, but I'm not a master cook or a chef either.
I know, and you get aggravated at all the stuff I want to cook.
No, I don't get aggravated. I just don't eat some of the things you want to cook.
And that aggravates me, because I have to eat it by myself.
That's what I told you. You can eat whatever you want, just don't ask me to eat it.
But I have had you try some stuff.
Yeah, I'm willing to try some things.
And I've tried everything that you've cooked.
Well,
and that's dangerous. That's living dangerous when you try everything your wife cooks.
But I have never heard you once complain about what I've cooked.
Well, was it that one time I ate stuff that you would have thrown away?
I threw some stuff together thinking, oh, that sounds really, really good. And I took one bite of it and went, no. Well, needless to say, I wouldn't eat it, but yes, you did. You'll eat anything, I'm telling you.
Oh, as long as it's cooked and not kicking.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, anyway, this new group page, and I'm going to invite people, anybody's listening, to join it. It's on the Facebook, and it's called Smoking, Grilling, Dutch Oven, and Pit.
Okay.
Not necessarily has to be all outside cooking, but a lot of it's going to be. We just started it, but the day I started it, I was the only one on there. The next day, I had one person join it. A friend of mine from Maryland. I just found out where he lives at.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I didn't know that. I thought it was North or South Carolina.
Oh, you're off.
I was, yeah. Maryland. But anyway, he joined it the next day. And the day after that, we up to 14 members.
Yeah?
Yeah. And you can find us on Facebook. Go to facebook.com/groups/outdoor food. Just click the join button. We should accept you to join it within that day.
Yeah.
Because I'm on here all the time.
Yeah, you are.
Well, what else can you do? I mean, we're retired and...
Nah, we don't do much anything anymore.
No. Well, you're giving our fingers exercise on that keyboard, though.
You got that right.
Oh, man.
Well, I give my brain exercise on some of the weird shows I watch.
Look at the biceps on my...
Ooh, doggy. That look
there.
good, baby. That's sexy.
Yeah, it's going to keep going like this, up and down, up and down. Getting some good biceps on it.
I'm telling you.
But anyway, hey, give it a try. If you don't like it, you can quit. You can...
Leave the group.
Yeah, leave the group. That ain't no big deal.
Yeah, check it out for a day.
We are talking now. What we are talking here, I've done most of the talking because these people are new and they don't know what to say yet. But we're talking a lot of cooking on the grill, whether it be electric or gas or wood.
And I'm sure you have people giving recipes too.
Oh yeah, we're talking smoking food on a smoker.
Right.
And we're talking Dutch ovens and anything that you cook on your barbecue pit.
Okay.
Your open fire pit. Even, a lot of cast iron going on here. And we use cast iron for everything.
Our favorite kind of pans.
We've tried the Teflon, non-stick Teflon, and could barely get past peeling the sticker off of the non-stick Teflon. They put the sticker on the Teflon in the pan. It says non-stick. Nothing sticks to Teflon.
Okay, so here's the problem. The stickers stick to Teflon, and so does the food
Yeah,
after a while.
it does. You still have to use oil.
Yeah. Well, things can't last forever. They work for a little while, but...
And a lot of things you want oil, anyway.
Right.
And so we got together, we got some old scrappy, junky looking, rusted out pans,
Oh, they looked horrible.
skillets, not pans, but I mean, they was rust. A bucket of rust is what it was. And I took and cleaned them all up and seasoned them. And now if you look at it, it's like looking in a mirror.
Mm-hmm. And we use them all the time.
Yeah. And what are they? 3 times better than Teflon?
Oh, yeah, no
I
doubt.
mean, you could break an egg in there and burn it and it'll slide right out.
And you can cook anything in them.
Yeah. We've had them for 5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe 4. I didn't get them right away when
Well, yeah, you're right. It's more like 4.
Yeah. And so we got the gas range here in our little travel trailer. In case anybody didn't know, we live in a 32-foot travel trailer.
Yeah, and that was something I was going to bring up in my little
Okay.
story in a little bit.
So, the gas stove has the grate on top,
Mm-hmm.
and that's just right for cast iron skillets.
Yeah.
It's not like the, what's that stove called, like your mom's got?
Oh, it's an electric stove with a glass top.
Glass top, yeah. They'll get scratched up with cast iron.
They get scratched up with regular pans. I
Yeah.
mean, hers is horrible.
But these grates that sit on top of the gas stoves, that's just like cooking on the grill,
Yeah.
almost. But you got to have a pot or a pan on it. So we got all these different size skillets. We've got the tall skillets, and we got the normal size skillets. We got pots and lids for the pots. We got Dutch oven. I think that's about it.
Yeah.
And we still got 4 or 5 other pots and roaster. We got a roaster pan underneath the travel trailer that I haven't even started to clean yet. And it looks as bad as
Oh,
what the rest of them do.
you know what's bad? You use these pans for so long, and normally with regular pans, you throw them away after a while.
Yeah.
Well, we've got all them out there that we haven't had to use because you're not going to throw your cast iron away because you can use them for anything and they don't go bad.
Well, I know it.
So we've got like a little bit too many, but hey, I guess you can never have too much cast iron.
No, you sure can't. Well, let's see. We can come back to this later. Go ahead. What was you going to talk about?
Oh, just a little thing that irritates me about some people. You see, there's some people that always want more. They might have their 52-inch TV or bigger. They might eat out 3 or 4 times a week, have an expensive car, big house, but it never seems to be enough, and they're not happy. And then think about us. We live in a travel trailer with 3 cats. We've donated things because we just didn't have the room for much. We live paycheck to paycheck, can't afford to eat out too much or do much of anything. Our car isn't the best, but it gets us where we need to go. And the funny thing is, even though we don't have a lot like some people do, we do realize how blessed we really are because we have everything we need. Now, having everything you want doesn't always ensure you'll be happy. People should really realize how blessed they are to have what they need because there are people out there that don't have homes, cars, and wonder where their next meals are going to come from. So they should always be thankful for what they have and be kind in helping those in need. But people don't think about that. There's so many that want and want and want, and they're never happy with what they have.
It's like these people that's got these tiny houses.
Yeah.
They give up a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house
Right.
to live in a tiny house.
Yeah.
Or you almost got to walk sideways to get past each other.
But you seem to be a lot happier because you don't have that greed of I want, and then you get upset and mad because you can't afford it.
Well, what got me was they want to build onto it.
And
Why?
I don't see. I mean, we don't have much. I mean, we don't live in anything huge, but hey, we got a roof over our head, we got food in our mouth, we got clothes on our back, and there's people out there that just don't have that. So again, be thankful for what you do have.
I was talking to someone the other day on another group page about tiny houses, and they said that they lived in a 7-by-7 foot house. 3 years. And we measured.
That would be hard to imagine.
We measured. Our bedroom's bigger than that.
Yeah,
And all we can do is walk in it and go to bed.
and that seems like all they could do. I mean, where's their couch, their TV?
They don't have it.
They must not. Because, me and you could not live in a 7-by-7 with 3 cats.
We couldn't live in our shed out there, and that's a 10-by-12.
If I had to, and that's all we had,
Well, yeah.
you'd learn to make do.
Here's the thing: you wouldn't need a kitchen in there, because you could just put your tarp out the front there and cook outside.
Yeah,
A
exactly.
lot of people's cooking outside nowadays,
Right.
and it's a lot cheaper.
Oh, definitely.
And we wouldn't need a living room because there's other things to do. What would you do in your living room? What do we do in our living room? Once in a while, you sit over there and watch TV.
Oh, see, and that's something like that 10-by-12. You could have your bed over there on one side and the TV on the other. Hey, sit on your bed and watch
Sit
TV.
on the bed, yeah. And have a little table in there for the computer,
Yeah.
which we don't have a computer. We have laptops.
So just the TV dinner trays.
Right.
That'd be big enough. So you
Well,
don't
you
really
wouldn't
need
even
a
need
table.
that. I seen a picture of this kid that he used his laptop for a tray to eat off of.
Yeah.
He's sitting there, got his laptop shut on his lap, and he's got his plate sitting there, and he's eating off of his laptop.
Yeah, that'd be a little hard for me to, I don't know, just having that plate on your lap when you're sitting, that's kind of hard for me. I want that plate a little bit higher. But, with the tables, you could fold them up and put them away. There you go. You got your eating table, you got your laptop table.
What I would do, if we had to live in that shed, I got an air conditioner in it,
Yeah.
and lights.
Yep.
So what I would do is go out here and get some of these bigger trees that fell down and cut pieces off of them trees about seat height.
And make chairs out of them.
Make chairs outside.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
have like a 12-by-12 tarp and put it up like a tent.
Right.
And then set them there to where we'd be protected with the rain and sun. And make another set just like that, a little bit taller, and take one of them logs and split it down the middle and turn it up with a flat part where you cut it down the middle is up flat, and make a table out of it.
See, you don't have to have fancy chairs and fancy tables. There's all kinds of things you can do to improvise.
We got so much wood laying around out there, trees and stuff. We'd make our own furniture. It would look like it would look like Beverly Hillbillies' original
Oh, yeah.
cabin.
There you go.
It would look like that. But
Hey, if it's a roof and you got your tables and stuff, you're good to go.
we got our barbecue pit.
Yeah.
We've got our barbecue grill
Yep.
and smoker. And we've got the Dutch oven.
Yeah.
And if I'm looking for a semi truck rim, one of the older ones, it's a split ring. Take one of them, set it out here in the yard on 3 bricks, make a triangle. What do you call it? Is it triangle? Brick, 3 of them,
Okay.
and then set that on top of it, so air can go up under it,
Mm-hmm.
and put bricks around it, and make a fire pit.
Yeah.
And then find an old stove. Now, I've done this before a lot of times, but I don't know why I never kept them. The racks inside of a stove.
Mm-hmm.
They're usually stainless steel or the other one. I don't want to call them galvanized or whatever. But anyway, take one of them and put it across that rim, and you can throw wood in there, get you a good fire going, break it down to where there's hot coals, set your skillets, your Dutch oven or whatever on that, and cook.
Oh, no, wait a minute. Before that fire goes out and you got just some warm coals, you better bring out the dead gum marshmallows.
Yeah. Yeah, we can throw another log on there and get a flame going too.
Yeah, I want my roasted marshmallows if you're talking about that.
There's plenty of wood to cut.
You got that right.
We've got a stack of wood out here from my pit that probably lasts us all year.
Or
And I
2 or
got
3.
some more down on the back 5 acres stacked up, ready to cut. I'm just letting it age.
Yep.
And that's cut the right size that I need. I just need to split it into 4 pieces. Hey, what else do you need? We've got our internet, got our phones, We each got a phone.
Yeah.
So if we could just put 2 cots out there, or even a set of bunk beds. Oh no, bunk beds would be too tall for that shed.
Yeah, they would.
So we would have to put 2 singles out there, 1 in each corner. Yeah, that'd work. In the corner of the shed.
Uh-huh.
Have them come out. And yeah, because it's 12 foot, and I think the beds are usually about 8.
Yeah, normally, I would think.
And we could take another piece of wood and cut it tall enough to make a little stand and put that 5-gallon water jug on it to where we'd have water, because you turn it up on its side and it's got a little spigot. I think we gave that away or something, didn't we?
Probably.
Yeah.
I mean, we've given quite a bit away because we just, again, don't have room.
But what we've got now, that on this travel trailer, we've got everything we need plus more, really. But we've got a 50-gallon water tank in case the electric goes out. It runs on battery, car battery, the whole thing. The lights, the water, what else? The refrigerator runs off of the propane.
Yep.
And the stove runs off of the propane. And don't need nothing for the flushing the toilet. That runs off the 12 volt. So we've got our water, we've got our lights. All the lights in here are 12 volt lights. Only thing we wouldn't have was our TV and internet.
Yeah.
And the like our can opener and coffee pot. I would have to get the old-fashioned can opener out where you crank it around the can.
Hey, I still do that once in a while.
Yeah. And coffee, I'd have to make coffee either drip pot, or they got that other one now that you just pour your hot water in there, add your coffee to it, and wait 10 minutes, and then push this plunger down, and it separates the grounds from the coffee. There's nothing that we wouldn't have. If we lost all the power and water, we'd still be able to live in this.
Yeah. Thank goodness for the gas and the 12 volts, huh?
Yeah. And actually, we need a generator. Anybody out there got a generator, send it to us. We'll take it.
Yep. Make sure it works so you can fix it good.
You know, southern Florida, we need air.
Yeah.
Really bad. But we could get by without it, you know, with if we had the 12 volt fans.
I tell you what, though, I'd be one cranky woman.
Yeah.
I don't take heat very well.
Well, when the hurricane come through here and we lost our power for 13 days.
Oh boy, I was so miserable.
That was a mess. It was hard to sleep. We had to actually stay up until we actually passed out from being up so long.
We did, because it was so hot you just couldn't sleep.
Now the thing was, though, we was in a motorhome then.
Yeah.
And it didn't have, the generator didn't work.
No.
And the batteries were all bad in it.
Yeah.
So we couldn't run off a 12 volt. We had to tote the water in from the store until they ran out.
Mm-hmm.
We couldn't cook on the stove because the propane tank was messed up.
Right.
There was a lot of things we couldn't do. When we lost the power, we lost it.
Yeah.
But this sleeps 8 people.
Although I prefer not to have that many people in this little space.
I mean, if everybody in my family come down here, we wouldn't have that many.
Yeah.
But what else could we do? You know, it's just nice. But if we had a generator, at least big enough to run the TV or the internet, we'd be set.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all we need. We're simple. Well, we wouldn't be able to use the microwave unless we turned the TV off.
Yeah. That's okay, though. I don't mind living the simple life.
If we had enough money, we could buy a big enough generator to run the air conditioner and everything.
Yeah. Hey, be thankful if you could buy a little one, you know?
Right. Yeah. If we get too hot, we'd go sit in the car and run the car air conditioner and cool off.
Yeah, I'd do that and then get out of it and start sweating again and think, oh, I want to go back out to the car.
Yeah. I think, though, the idea of living out there in that shed would be the perfect place if we didn't have this.
Yeah, it'd work. I mean, it'd be really crowded, but it'd work.
You think I ought to tell them about our outhouse we got?
We're using it as a storage shed until we can get rid of some more stuff.
It's a porta potty. And it's all fiberglass. And somebody had taken out the seats and put a floor in it. So it's actually a shed.
They used it as a storage unit.
Yeah. And we've got a lot of our stuff in that.
Yeah, and we're going to be going through that too to get rid of it, because if we haven't used it in the last 5 years, we don't really need it.
That's right. If you don't, what is it they say? If you find things that you haven't used in a year, get rid of it.
That's what we're doing. I mean, we don't have room for it in here, so we don't use it, and other people might need it.
There's a lot of things that I hang on to because you've seen this yourself. Why don't you throw that away? Well, we might need it someday. How many times have I threw something away and 6 months later, oh, I wished I had that?
Yeah, but then after you use it, it could be another 4 years before
Yeah.
you need it again, so I just don't see the point.
Well, you gonna go out and buy a new one?
Well,
I don't know.
you may never use it again.
I'm not a hoarder. I'm just being practical about keeping things, small things.
And those small things kind of add up, though, when you got limited space.
Well, I got, like tape measures. I got 2 tape measures. Why do I need 2? Well, in case one breaks.
Yeah, I
I
can
mean,
see 2 of those.
and tools. I've got a whole big tall toolbox full of tools in the shed.
Yeah, but look at the things, the different wrenches and stuff for the car, the
Yeah, I
house, you name it, and you got them.
I need a 10mm socket. Anybody got one? Send it to me.
You know what I need?
What?
I need to reverse the aging process on my bones so I don't wake up hurting so much.
Oh, well, that's called lack of
Yeah.
exercise.
No, that's called abusing your body as a child and then having some major falls later. That's the only thing. We have everything we need, and that's one thing I'd like to have that's extra. But unfortunately, that's not going to happen.
Well, they got stuff out there to make your wrinkles go away, and they got stuff out there to make your blemishes go away.
Oh, and I think that wrinkle thing is so funny. Why do people get so upset about getting older?
It's made to be that way. That's the way it goes.
It's a fact of life. You get older, you get wrinkles, deal with it. Don't cry and moan and get all upset. There's no reason to. Everybody's going to age. The only thing I don't like about aging is the fact that you hurt more as you get older.
Yeah, I didn't.
You kind of fall apart.
Nobody told me that rigor mortis sets in before you die.
Oh, boy, I'm telling you, it feels like it sometimes, doesn't it?
I'll tell you, I could sit here for a half an hour, and it hurts so bad to get up. But then once I get up, I'm fine.
Yeah, you feel a whole lot better.
Yeah. Circulation.
That's got to be it.
That's all it is, circulation.
Yeah.
And, of course, I'm on the half aspirin a day for my blood.
Yeah. It's also a preventative for a heart attack.
And everybody, even if you don't have a heart problem, you should take a half an aspirin a day.
Oh, the doctors will tell you an aspirin a day actually is good for your heart.
What is it, 82 milligram or something?
I think yours was 80.
80?
I think so.
80 milligram aspirin.
Yeah, and it don't hurt anything.
No. And then I take a blood pressure pill once a day. That's it.
Unlike some people I know who are older that take a handful. It's like a handful of stuff. It's like breakfast of the champions.
I've seen people go to the doctor and they say bring your medication in so we can see what you're taking.
And they have to bring a list because of so many.
2-gallon baggie full of bottles.
Oh yeah, and I know people that's got their medicine cabinet looks like a pharmacy.
And they don't need it.
No.
They got to take this pill for this ailment. They got to take this pill because they're taking this one.
And you know what's bad? They'll tell you a lot of these things that people take, if they're taking 5 or 6 things at a time, they never know how they're reacting to each other, and that's scary.
And the warnings.
Oh boy.
The warnings on these pills, may cause anywhere from dizziness to death.
Yeah. But they have to have them warnings now because the companies have been sued so much because they didn't have them warnings on them that even aspirin now have those warnings so they can keep from being sued.
You talking about warnings. I am amazed at all this stuff that you can buy that has a warning on it that has chemicals in it known to California to cause cancer.
Everything in California causes cancer, I'm telling you.
You can't take your own. If we went to move to California, we couldn't take our generator with us because it's known to cause cancer. And you can't do it.
I am so amused at California and some of their things that cause cancer.
Yeah. So, yeah, you can't do it. So I guess you have to wait till you get to California and buy a generator.
Oh, they got non-causing cancerous generators there?
Apparently.
Wow,
I
okay.
guess. I don't know. It just seems odd to me.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's definitely...
Remember when they said burning charcoal in your grill caused cancer?
Yeah.
Eggs cause cancer?
Yeah.
What else caused cancer? Breathing fresh air?
Mm-hmm.
More or less, you know.
Yeah, pretty much. Everything you eat, drink, and smell now.
Yeah.
According to them, or a lot of people, I'm not going to say all of California believes that way, because like anywhere else, you're going to have your people that do and people that don't. But those people that believe everything causes cancer, I got to wonder what's going on in that brain of theirs.
Right. Hey, we're about out of time. Let's see. We're going to do the joke of the week.
Yes, we are.
And then I'll tell everybody how they can get a hold of me and cuss me out.
Oh, come on. We're not offending nobody.
Let me give
yet.
that information first.
Okay.
All right. To contact us, if you want to be on this podcast, you can do that too, but you have to call us to find out how. Our number is 239-285-1574. For any other information, comments, questions, or whatever, you can go to our Facebook page, and that is facebook.com/whatevertopics. And topics is spelled with an X, Topix. You can do that. That's our Whatever Topics page. Our Whatever Topics group page, if you want to go up there and check that out and join it, that's facebook.com/groups/whatevertopics. Topix. Email address is whatevertopics@gmail.com.
Simple.
Spelled Topix. Everything, Whatever Topics, is always spelled Topix. So, okay, joke of the week, and then we out of here.
Okay. And never be offended what you might find on Whatever Topics.
If you are,
You don't have to
been
look
nice
at the
knowing
page. But here's our joke of the week. A husband and wife are waiting at the bus stop with their 9 children. A blind man joins them after a few minutes. When the bus arrives, they find it overloaded, and only the wife and the 9 kids are able to fit onto the bus. So the husband and the blind man decide to walk. After a while, the husband gets irritated by the ticking of the stick of the blind man as he taps it on the sidewalk, and he says to him, "Why don't you put a piece of rubber at the end of that stick? That ticking sound is driving me crazy." The blind man replies, "Well, if you'd have put a rubber at the end of your stick, we'd be riding the bus, so shut up."
That's a good one.
I like that one.
That's a good one. Yeah. We was going to have a farmer joke this week, but we never got around to it.
Well, that one wasn't a blonde joke, so there you go.
There you go. We're off the blind jokes for a while. So, hey, everybody, I hope y'all have enjoyed the show, and we hope that you do leave us comments or questions or whatever, and because that's what it's about. It's whatever. So anyway, get them in, and everyone have a good week if you're listening to this on the beginning of the week. Everybody have a good weekend if you're listening to it at the end of the week. So until next week,
See ya.